Don't play style again.
Alright. Silly of you to think that you could ever test overall. We will kill you. Silly of you to think that you could ever test the overall. We will kill you. They're just some jump on. I know that overall I got done you in a cloud. What could it be in you that people see? What could it be? Oh, overall, oh.
Nobody hyper than Blacker representing for overall setting.
We gotta give thanks. We got to give thanks, yes, for the ones who come before us, and we gotta shake hands. Hi, this is Singing Melody, and I'll be on the Overall Settings podcast.
Overall setting.
Hear me now, overall setting.
Ashes, burn them down all the way. You don't know Ras Jama represent for overall settings.
Yeah, man, it's all about overall setting.
It's all about overall. Live on the overall setting podcast.
Overall settings. Watch your friends, watch your friends, watch your keeper. Watch your friends, watch your friends, watch your keeper. Watch your friends, know your friends. Overall settings, turn up the ends.
Just a different vibe. Yeah. I the grace of God more while make me hold it. Pain inna me heart, can't smile, nothing no funny. Hungry live on me heart, poor life, more want shunny. Work 6 days weekly and still I feel for money. Want upgrade lifestyle, I be sure astonish. Money for enough, to me nav and for just a different vibe. Yeah. I the grace of God more while make me hold it. Pain inna me heart, can't smile, nothing no funny. Hungry live on me heart, poor life, more want shunny. Work 6 days weekly and still I feel for money. Want upgrade lifestyle, I be sure astonish. Money for enough, to me nav and for dunny. Dreams to reality, go grab a couple Grammy. Just a beg Jamaica, use no go do nothing funny. Get run out of me house, doesn't time by me mommy. Still I feel sure love, but then no Jimmy a runny. Sell out every stage show, monster chance Tony. Valley youth, put a stop to poverty, transform it. Make it in a me genetic. Nothing funny, see the struggle me face. Follow me place, on me first split catch a case. The same place, me talent showcase. The whole village witness a Tranziit great. The pain me just a different vibe. Yeah. I the grace of God more while make me hold it. Pain inna me heart, can't smile, nothing no funny. Hungry live on me heart, poor life, more want shunny. Work 6 days weekly and still I feel for money. Want upgrade lifestyle, I be sure astonish. Money for enough, to me nav and for dunny. Dreams to reality, go grab a couple Grammy. Just a beg Jamaica, use no go do nothing funny. Get run out of me house, doesn't time by me mommy. Still I feel sure love, but then no Jimmy a runny. Sell out every stage show, monster chance Tony. Valley youth, put a stop to poverty, transform it. Make it in a me genetic. Nothing funny, see the struggle me face. Follow me place, on me first split catch a case. The same place, me talent showcase. The whole village witness a Tranziit great. The pain me feel, none of them don't know how we go. And the life I me live, I got alone now. Sometimes I stress to me heart and don't know where to go. Just I go and carry on, my dog. Just I go and carry on, monsters. Just a hold it in a the Gideon. One time I feel so weak despite how me strong. Trying to do the right so me avoid the wrong. Big family tree but now I am a lonely man. Life stages if not for me captivated like cages. For wages them treat big people like babies. Careless if you make it. For the time me can't find food for the faces. One whole hard life punch out embraces. Life me now waste it. You too fresh when you smell cologne you taste it. One shoes me proud feel lace it. Me get a vision the dream me go chase it. Migrate past average def basic now watch faces. Them a way stretch. Pass savage left basic, now watch faces, them a waste tricks. Can't depend, me feel none of them don't know how we go. And the life I'ma live, I got alone now. Sometimes I stress to me heart and don't know where to go. Just I go and carry on, my dog. Just I go and carry on, monsters. Other day a lady said she dreams of me crash 2 times. And then I remember last year I dropped down in front of church. Nobody felt me. And some know me have to push the greatness. Make my mommy proud through the weakest times, you know what I mean? The medical of cancer. Now the moonshot thing there. It's just a different vibe. Yeah. Song here for the people where I go through silence, stress and depression. Despite anything, just know you're not alone. And most of all, know you're powerful. One girl. Man go through the darkest of days and still no fall. Tormented on a lonely road. And who feels it really knows if you keep me head above waters, now go below. These demons of depression won't bring me down, but Father God, they never left me out. I go through silence, stress and depression. Despite anything, just know you're not alone. And most of all, know you're powerful. One girl. Man go through the darkest of days and still no fall. Tormented on a lonely road. And who feels it really knows if you keep me head above waters, now go below. These demons of depression won't bring me down, but Father God, they never left me out. Me a talk from me heart to me feel for true. In you, emotionally I'm broken. Spiritually feel like an army of thousands. Evidently I'm chosen. Them say the hardest fighter for the strongest soldiers. Visionary to the vocals. And a joke thing, dog, bakery for the lovers. Part of me yourself for murder people. The other part of self for focus youth. Regardless, darkest of days and still no fall. Tormented on a lonely road. And who feels it really knows if you keep me head above waters, now go below. These demons of depression won't bring me down, but Father God, they never left me out. Me a talk from me heart to me feel for true. Yeah, more time me forget say me have a heart. Cause me can't feel it a beat. Yeah, it's like me lost me demeanor. Cause me can't skin no teeth. Yeah, paranoid by crime and violence. Can't come feel in the street. Hey, Father God, me feel lost in another world. I reach out and touch me, please. Cause people no real, mankind so fake. Patience is a virtue, dog, but time a waste. No loyalty, them mistake, respect for praise. Them a fuck with days, regardless. Still love a place, regardless. Yeah. One girl, darkest of days and still no fall. Tormented on a lonely road. And who feels it really knows if you keep me head above waters, now go below. These demons of depression won't bring me down, but Father God, they never left me out. Me a talk from me heart. Me a talk from me heart. I'm feel for true. Yeah. The maker DJ Urban, you're not cool. Good boy.
The voice of one Tony Tranziit. And I tell you, brother, you have some song where them just touch you to your core because it come like, are you the artist I talk to directly? You know what I say? And I'm pretty sure that, you know, I used to ask myself the question, what is life without stress? You know what I mean? And you don't know You have to endure them things there still, but and anyhow, everybody bill for go through it, brother. You know
True,
what I
true,
say?
true, true, true.
And I think one of the reasons why, can remember when we did have
Because as
mm,
you said that, what is life without stress? You know, when you stress, you really can find out how strong you is. You know,
yes, the
you see
stress
me?
itself can't define you.
Yeah,
The stress can't define you. It's how you overcome the stress.
yeah, man.
You know what I say? We did have Yardi over here, you know what I mean, who is actually a licensed stress counselor. You know what I mean? Mental health counselor, I should say. And basically you'd be surprised how many people I got through with the artist you talk about. But due to
Mm-hmm.
the fact that it's always been a taboo subject and people are
Them,
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 them
them
feel
don't come forth with it.
right, them feel
You
like
know,
them feel like them unable for even talk about how them feel because them feel like say somebody are gonna judge them.
right?
So if your artist can put together a song like this and present it to the people, we are gonna find out if a film story he might tell, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because I know so the whole way endure stress. So many know if it's a
Mm-hmm.
experience, but most artists, real artists, true artists, them directly are gonna give you them testimony.
Experience,
Yeah,
yeah.
man. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So people, this is overall settings, the podcast that differs, where we highlight the icons of what? Yesteryear
Today,
and the icons of
up
today,
today, and
but we stand upon always bringing to the forefront the diamonds in the rough, the future icons of what?
tomorrow,
Tomorrow. And tonight is no
tomorrow.
different as we bring you the likes of Tony Transit.
Transit.
A very warm overall settings. Welcome to the platform in general. Welcome, 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 welcome,
Yeah,
indeed.
yeah. One grip, one grip, one grip.
One grip, one grip, one grip. You don't know the
Pleasure to be here,
steps.
man. Pleasure to be here.
Yeah, yeah, man
Yeah,
has a
man.
respect, general. You know me, I say, man has a respect. I am sharp, man. I mean, boy, I am sharp, man.
Are
Now,
you a,
sharp.
are you
I'm
a
sharp.
shot one
No,
tonight?
I'm sharp. I'm sharp still. I'm sharp. I'm sharp. I'm sharp,
Daddy
and I'm
settings and fecal settings.
yeah,
Yeah, man. Big
people,
up to this podcast.
yeah, man, for real, man, for
Yeah,
real, for
man.
real, for real, my G.
One
Give
grip, man.
give thanks for take the time out because we know that you're a very busy man. You know what I mean? Always a hone your craft and
Yeah,
a record and
yeah, man.
I perform and I do what you do for get the
Yeah,
message out there. You know what I mean? And there's definitely
yes, man.
a message within the music. What we want to know, you know what I mean, is how did you first discover this immense talent that you have? Like as far back as you can remember, like when did you start to identify with your craft?
All right. First and foremost, it craft really come from dancing. It was like at age 6. I really discovered my love for music at age 6. It was dancing from then. I was like the star boy in my community. Always I shell down the concert. Them always I rock the place. So I was like a little star boy in my community. Growing up, it's been more of dancing. It's been more of dancing. I discovered that I could actually compose music in like 15 years. But still wasn't paying much attention. And keep going through dancing until like 2019, me decide 2018 going into 2019, me decide say, all right, me need to dig deeper in myself now. Me need to come out of my comfort zone. Because me always say, if God bless me with a talent, which is dancing, me feel like personally I can dig deeper in myself. So me dig deep in myself. I'm a love of literature, and writing a something I love. And when it comes to like 2018 to 2019, I started writing and started recording songs on my phone. I go around, I'm bridging in my ear, and I say, yo, listen to recording, and them certify me, tell me, say, yo, body never there for record them. At the time, my baby was on the way. Because my wife see me, she did it with me too. My wife was pregnant with my daughter, and up and all that time, still there, working on the craft, without anybody even knowing that, yo, you actually can do it. You know, ever since that, I said to my wife, so boy, because they used to laugh off of me, bathroom singer. Because the passion we used to put in a doing nothing, when we now apply it into doing something, these are the outcome that bring me right. So right now, I'm on the overall settings podcast. You know, so it was 2019. I voiced my first song, Spotlight. You know, that song them really naturally made that song out of my head. That song just flow to me, Spotlight. And
Wow.
after then, it was just there. You know, the journey started, and it just keep on going on and on. I used to write like 2, 3 songs a day until it take time cut down, and we just start learn more about the business. You know, as an artist and the producer aspect of it and all of that. You know, you just don't want running a song knowledgeable of it. You know, so just keep on working and working. So it was 2019 when I dropped Spotlight, and then it was just greatness from there on. It was just greatness from there on.
All right.
Yeah, man. Only for ups and yeah, man. Go ahead.
So so once you decided that you go go the music route, what is it in you that decides say Tony Transit we can different, we can stand out from all these other artists out here? What in you this make you feel that way? What is it about you? You
My
can
passion.
different, stand out.
Yeah, man. My passion, my focus. You know, I'm a visionary. What I like to think about things and bring it to life as close as possible to how I think about it. Me are the type of artist who put me experience, my passion in the music, which is why you can get that soulful sound from Tony Transit. You know, because me not just do music because alright, I this the crowd I run with. My music can people. I don't call myself to say I'm just this type of artist. You know, I do various types of music, but my main focus is like motivational type of music and fun type of music. You know, so I want to can help reach out to people whether in them down times or in them up times. You know, have a song can relate it to any situation. So for me, I just my passion and the focus, you know. Passion
So
and the focus fully.
so I mean I noticed that you said from the tender age of 6, dancing was your first attraction
Yeah,
to
yeah.
en- entertainment. And you said that you were like kind of big in your community from dancing. Which community are we talking about?
Yeah, man, we are talking about Mango Valley at St. Mary. You know, big up all St. Mary, one North Coast. Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
man, manners and respect, man. And as you talk about St. Mary, my youth, I mean, you don't know, you have to talk about the likes of Lady Star, you have to talk about the likes of
Yeah, man,
Capleton.
like some Ninja Man,
Yeah,
Cape
man,
and Mungan,
yeah,
Yasta, Templar,
right.
you know.
There's so many before you. So, who were some of the earlier influences before you even decided to venture into the music business? You know what I mean? As an entertainer that inspired you, you know what I mean, to are some of the people that you could recall listening to or even dancing to their music at that particular time in life.
At that particular time, artists like Bounty Killer, you know, used to listen to artists, Alliance. You know, we grew up Alliance on the place are like oh 2 them time they come up 4 5, you know, so we grew up on them kind of dance and music. We listen to old school like Berries and them kind of artists. But you know, I'm mostly like Bounty Killer, Vibes Carter, you know, them time they are dancing. You know, you also have Vice Miller on the place, Elephant Man from them time there, you know. So them time the love even was greater. So you can imagine now when
Yeah.
actually I do the thing myself now, you
Mm,
know. So yeah, man, I find them time, man. Big up the whole music industry, see me have to big up the artists them because you know thing go. I have to big up all the way before we pave the way and set things up. Youths like me can come up and come expose the talent to the world. You know, man.
So from you decided to, like I say, pick up the mic and do the music. I mean, how did you actually get started? Like, was there an influence from somebody, or you just say, "Yo, I'm gonna just
what with the dancing or the artistry?
artistry,
Or
artistry."
With the
Yeah.
artistry to be honest was like a self-motivated decision.
Hmm.
You know, because it takes confidence in it. If you don't believe in yourself to actually make a step. If you don't see yourself as something, if you can't vision yourself doing something, doing a sentiment step. So I'm a person like this. I initiate. Once me vision it, I can do it. So I'm gonna make a step, So really sit down and analyze the whole aspect and just decide to alright, work time, road time. Despite anything where might come with at this I have something there right now. A music thing there. Yeah, and the same focus and the same drive just bring it right through. Even sometimes myself I stand to the amount of progress from then till now. I have to really give thanks to all the people, all the producer them, everybody will check in and motivate me and say, oh, keep going, you can do it. Yeah, man.
So with having gained notoriety within your community as a dancer, did you get to a certain level within the dancing and you just decide, say, yo, me done with the dancing?
Yeah, come on, we are dance. No, man. We are dancehall pioneer, man. Unique crackers, man. We are dancehall pioneer, man. Unique crackers, man. Straight out of Ocheres, man. We've been through programs like Dancing Dynamite. We are semi-finalists of Dancing Dynamite, KFC and The Verge. Even Rising Stars, KFC's World Championships of Performing Arts, World Reggae Dance Championships. The resume big, man.
Wow.
You name it, man.
So you actually, gained your notoriety as a dancer, and then, because I notice a lot of dancers are doing that. Bogle before you. I know John Hype done a song. There's been several dancers, Ding Dang, who's made it. Was there any particular dancer who you seen take that route that inspired you to do it? Or, I know that you said it was a personal choice or a personal journey, but with you being at the height of your career as a dancer, getting paid for it, having notoriety with it, for you to actually try something that you never actually done before was a big step for you too. So there had to be something, some type of epiphany that you had that made you believe within yourself that you could leave something that you were successful at and be something that you had never been before.
Yeah, make that
Yeah,
transition.
man. Yeah, man, definitely. Because it was like this. Me dancing, I would have always thought of myself being an artist slash dancer. But it's like the diversion, you sometimes outgrow a certain persona. You know what I mean? So I myself, not to say that I'm bigger than dancing, because I've explained this previously in other interviews. Not to say that I'm bigger than dancing, but at the moment I felt like I've outgrown that side of me. And it's time to really make a bigger step and a bigger change. So that was really it.
Love that. You didn't stay stagnant. You say you're gonna move up to something else and bigger.
Very ambitious of you, brother.
Yeah, man.
Very ambitious
Yeah.
of you. So for
That's
your
it.
for your fans, your dancing fans, I know the transition within you, you already had, you were comfortable within your skin to know, me, I gonna take on that task, yeah. But for the people who grew to love you as a dancer, the people who supported you over the years, what was it like for them? What was the reaction or the reception like for them when you decided, you were gonna embark on this journey?
You know, a lot of people. You have some people who say, yeah, you're bigger than that. Even though I'm not see myself bigger than that, but you have some people who say, yeah, you're bigger than that. While you have some others who really astonished. And I say, yo, I never know say you could sing. I never know say you could this. So you have some people really enjoy seeing the new side of me. Enjoy, not to say a new side, but they enjoy seeing this side of me where they never normally get. 'Cause everybody used for music job, everybody used to me move on. But I mean, change is good. Change is good.
So
Change
so
is good.
so,
So
so
just
on
make a
that
step
note,
onto the right thing.
you're done with the dancing completely, or more time you give them a 1 and 2?
No man, no man, no man. Anytime dancing done it for me, music done. Anytime dancing done for me, music done. We can't do the dancing, never will. You know? Listen, right now I have a song for my YouTube, Groove On. Everybody get the groove on. Up on
Yeah.
the air, tell them so you just survive it. Everybody get the groove on. Up on the air. Yeah, man, a party vibe. You know,
So like,
so I check for my people, I still I check my dancing people and see me. So every now and then we tap into that vibe that we can get them moving. You know what I mean?
you have no
So
visual to that one right now?
no, the visual pending, you know, the visual pending, the visual pending. Me not really set, I release date yet, but the visual done and set and everything. So we just want to wait for a special time if we just make the announcement. Then we go. But yeah, man. But 10 p.m. tonight, I have a song a drop. Do it big. You know, big up DJ man. Yeah, man. I did it big up team, man. Yeah, man. Our main producer them from scratch. I don't know big up artist team.
When
But yeah,
I
man, I
when
have a
I
song a drop tonight. Yeah, man.
when I think Jamaican say boy yo, is that you have a very distinctive voice. Like even when you attack, like your voice, have a texture, a DJ texture to it. You know what I mean? So when you
Yeah.
chose, I mean, I don't know if you've been told that before or if that was even one of the reasons why you felt so confident for this showboat and say, yo,
Yeah.
at this but trust me, you have a voice, brother, where even when you attack, you come
Stand
like
out.
a DJ, you're a DJ. Like it's just very distinctive and it stand out, you know? You know what I mean? So
Yeah, man.
you give me them general trees and you know what I mean, them iron voice people are Shaban, you know what I mean? You have that texture to your voice, brother. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
man. Yeah, man.
So
And, so,
so I'm
and
thinking,
sometimes, I will sometimes tone it down to you can't believe that the rough voice, man. That
yeah,
you
man,
know.
for real, man. For real, for real. So
Yeah, man.
embarking on your musical journey, you know what I mean? I know that you've graced several stages and done several things, you know, as a dancer. Um, and your music career is relatively young, you know what I mean? Because if you talk about 2019, literally
Yeah.
right after you embarked on your career, COVID did come in, you know what I mean? So that was a challenge within itself, you know
The,
what I mean? So
but it was a challenge, but me take
mhm,
abuse of them. You know, me abuse the time. Me really abuse the
mm,
time because me really take the time for groom myself. You know,
mm,
me really take the time to groom myself personality wise and groom myself within the craft same way. You know,
right.
and continue to gain more and more knowledge and it actually work out well. You know.
Mhm.
Just as we do with the stress and the depression, so you can hear it nice song in the stress times. Yeah, you know, everybody are human, everybody have
Now,
been up
just
and
come
down
on,
time.
we are gonna address that fully, you know. You know what I mean? We just want the people to get the back. Cause like me say, them song that not sound like on a makeup story. So we need to get, you know, intel, you know, and
Yeah,
definitely intricately involved in the motivation behind them particular song there. But we don't want to put the ass, I mean the carriage
Carriage
before
before the
the
ass.
ass. You know what I mean? So we are gonna reach at the part there, you know. You know what I mean? But you know, we're more just a focus for, you know, the transition where you didn't make. 'Cause like me say, you grace several stage. You know,
yeah,
so you kind of did already establish a name for yourself. Were you
yeah,
were
yeah.
you, were you dancing as Tony Transit as well?
Yeah, man. I was dancing as Tony Transit as well.
So how did the name Tony Transit come about?
All right, so Tony is like a pet name for Anthony, you know, as my government Anthony. Yeah, man,
Mhm.
Anthony Hines. So Tony is a short name for Anthony. Transit come with from dancing, with and from dancing, with my style of dancing and how I move, you know, my
Ever move.
transition. So
Ever move. They will tell us
yeah,
ever move,
yeah,
dog. Yeah. Yeah, boy, I give you a joke, you know.
all right, all right, yeah,
Mr. Artist, see? But my name
yeah,
Fico settings and me have a dreadlocks bridge and big up Marcus anyway you're there in the world. But you know, Rasta, them always
yeah,
have some heavy reasoning. And by the time somebody hear your name and the next man hear your name, some of the time, them did not pronounce your name all right, you know, by the time. Because them say,
yeah,
ask them
yeah,
pot or however the thing go. The man look at me and tell me, say, yo, me know why them call it I vehicle, you know. And a vehicle, me name it a vehicle. Them say, me know why them call it I vehicle, you know. Cause you ever move, why? So when me hear the transit, I say, yeah, it has something to do with movement.
I man. Ever moving, man. Man.
But I mean, so I mean, you know, at the age of 6, obviously you never did use the name there. So I mean, what when you decided that you were going to take on the dancing professionally, it was that when that name came about, like, was it given to you by your friends, or was it something that you thought of on your own, like, you know, the name Transit?
You know, it was actually something that I thought up on my own. Can me make this like me do a self-reflection on myself, me do a self-reflection and just apply it, you know? What name best fit your personality? So I just apply it, you know?
Right.
Mr. Transit, man.
Transit.
Transit.
All right.
Always.
Then you know see flyer when me make feel. You know see the vehicle in behind you move.
Yes, man. We see the settings, man.
You see me here the settings, man. All right, you see me here the set page, though. Yeah, man, that tail I make for you, man.
That is it, man.
Yeah, man, pick up the crook them, man. The crook them out, you know.
Man.
I see him camping, you know, where Javalant and the whole of them bad artists that will come over here, you know, big up Crooks.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? Because we want to talk
big up Crooks, man. Big up PGC, man. And
yeah, man, we want to talk about the affiliation there too, you know what I say? So,
yeah, man.
what you say, Sharp House?
No, just ask him, say, in such a short, in fresh funny, the musical scene. So you seems like you've been well accepted because enough people know you as a dancer, but them accept you as an artist now. Now, performance wise, how have you been doing performing wise and you know shows wise?
Well, performance wise, you know, it really the impression is really good performance wise, you know. People love to see me perform and them do the right thing. Them want to hear me, you know. So when times come for sure and Tony Transit did them I say, yeah man, bad artists, people might check for me and say, yo, they want to hear me. You know, and because my type of music you know it different, they really take the time off to listen and have the song them with them grab and love for themselves. You know, but where bookings is concerned, right now I'm mostly like voluntary shows right now. You know, we're not really doing up a show where I get paid X amount. But you don't know you have to do some voluntary work until the thing reaches because stages, you know. Stages, so. So voluntarily right now, we just go and put in the work until the thing can make it right way. You know?
But you have it good both ways right now, because while you perform, you can give them two bad dance and them say, yeah, man.
Yes, man.
Yeah,
you know, I only a fellow artist tell me that same way.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
So, to work at an hand, man.
So,
yes, man, definitely.
So basically, when you decided to embark on this journey, you know what I mean? Obviously, no man no band big, so no man is an island. You know what I mean? Who would you say was one of the first producers or management, you know, to see your vision and decide, you know, that them did want to help you upon this journey? And are you still with that particular management team to this day? How that part, you know?
To be honest, I'm still an independent artist, you know. I'm still my own manager. You know, I have two producers who I work with. You know, I have T-Man, as I big him up already, big up T-Man Records. You know, we're there right now on the corner, see me. T-Man as one of my main producer. I'm have a next producer, DJ Urban, one of my other main producer. You know, I really them really do most of my work with, you know, because young youths like myself, and we are grow up with each other, we understand the creativity we want to apply and, you know, present my idea versus the producer idea, and, you know, we come together and make the thing the right way. So, you know, so at the moment, I'm really my own manager and the artist, I'm own everything at the moment. You know, so let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. That's it.
So with saying that
sometimes
now,
it's a heavy workload, but guess what?
so with saying that now you own management and you do your thing yourself, so you really kind of have the business aspect part down pat.
Yeah, man, definitely. Because as I say, while going, I gain the knowledge. You know, I take time learn
Right.
from do my researches and learn from a producer aspect and learn from an artist aspect. You know, so far so good. So far, I can come in myself because I do real well in terms of recording, promoting, and distributing my own song. And you know,
Yeah,
I
man.
give thanks to a few people and tap me.
Yeah, man. Salute you for that, man.
I want to say big up everybody with the panel live right now, for real, you know. Everybody we are give the artists a shout out, you know. You know what I mean? Everybody with there to show a strength because, you know, one of the things where we always say sharp, man. You know what I mean? Even outside of the artist himself.
Yeah.
Like them people that a big Sunday, them could have did a wrap up or a lay down and a rest up for work. You know what I mean? Them could have done anywhere in the world right now. And them choose for the writers so support Tony Tranziit and overall settings.
And that's why.
Love that.
And
Love
that's why.
that. Love.
That's why I have to respect people because guess what? Some people when they really have nothing to do with music, bro, and they really have nothing to do with my life, really are tapping and I put in hard-earned money in my dreams and my visions and I help me to build myself. So I have to really appreciate them people.
Everybody on the live. Everybody on the live.
Yeah, man, for real, man, for real. One of the greatest thing, you know, man, because like me say, we quick for go out and go spend a 50 or a 60 US or $6,000, $7,000 for go see with favorite artists where done established already. But if we see a youth side right now, we want a strength. We find it hard much money with, you know what I mean? So it's very uncommon if you can see people will see your vision, share your vision, and them willing to give them input, whether positive or negative, but them also have to be a strength back it. And you know that if you even have one person willing to do that, you have Wally, brother. Because one real one or two real one is I'm gonna carry you miles further than
But you have a favorite saying, you know. The journey what? Of what?
The journey of a million miles starts with the first step.
All right, there's no difference. It starts with one person. So
man.
the first person.
Yes. I believe in that. You know,
and you know, the dance.
If you not do it to make people believe, they're not gonna believe.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And for the dance, I make the first step out. Step out. So I noticed that you mentioned I noticed that you mentioned Ocho Rios. So was there you born at St. Mary? Me know not for the crook them when me know them reside like you know up in a CLM runaway bay area there so or somewhere in the surrounding area. So how did the affiliation come about? Did you actually migrate from St. Mary or did you stay from Bush Park there and capture the attention of the crowd them and you know what I mean? Like what is the affiliation between you and the crowd them?
You know actually which part man, it's a brotherly thing, you know. It's a brother. I have to big up TG, I have to big up Wiki because a couple of them moved to our village same way and they are move around, you know. We just become, you know, energy at this side and it just become years a brotherly connection until wait there right now. You know? Yeah, man.
So
yeah, man.
So you actually still reside in the community in which you were born and raised then?
Yeah, man, definitely.
Okay.
Definitely.
Yeah, man, the man are doing thing, brother. The man are doing thing. So, you know, like me say, like we kind of cover the past already. You know, obviously, like me say, the place I start to open up slowly but surely. So, what is Tony Tranziit? I know you say you have a song dropping tonight. You're doing a few shows that may not necessarily be paying shows, but you're active nonetheless. You know what I mean? What
Yeah, man.
what do you have planned for the not so distant future?
Hold on, no. Hold on. Before you even get to the song we have a drop tonight. I could talk about the couple of years already, no man.
Oh, we want to talk about them there.
Yeah, before we reach to the one we had drop,
all right.
man.
You don't say it right. You don't say it right. You don't say it right. All right, brother. All right. May I go phrase my question like this. Most dancer we decide say them are going to embark for a musical journey. They know that people know them for dancing.
Yeah.
So most of the time,
A dancer.
them talk about dancing. You went completely left. You know what I mean? Like, and you know, for you to be, when you think of dancing, you know, you think of jovial and party and braff and you know what I mean, champion of your foot and you know, and all these things, and you come with a concept like pain, or you come with a concept like, you know, darker days and the darkest days, and you know what I mean, like that to the one coming like a man we're in our street and we're busting gun and we're hide from him up there, man. You know what I say, like
yeah. You know everyone, man.
So I mean, like, oh, like for one, for you to even be able to step outside of your comfort zone as a dancer and so you're going to embark on a musical journey was one thing. But for you to choose the type of songs that you are doing right now is something altogether different.
Yeah,
like,
man.
how did that come about, brother?
You know.
And before you answer that,
It's like
that song, The Pain. Hold on, the transit. To add to theme question, was that personal, that song Pain? Was it a personal experience?
Yeah, man, pain very personal. Both of them personal. Darkest days and pain personal. You know, real personal. Pain, if you read on the front of the song, you see where I refer to R.I.P. to my mother. May her soul rest in peace.
Wow.
You know, she passed in 2020. And to be honest, pain really come from me sitting down, watching my mother die in my son some sort of way. You know, but pain actually come from me sitting down, watching myself losing my mother. I can't do nothing for actually bring her back. You know, in the part of the song, I state where, in the last part of the song, I state where I try to make my mother proud through the weakest time. You know, and it was a situation where my mother used to have with disagreements and we agreements where, you know, mother love God. None can melt that. You know what I mean? So, pain is really, really personal. Really, really personal. I mean, I talk about past experiences that I have with she. I talk about past experiences that I have in my community. I just life experience me apply on a beat right there. So.
For the people that were just joined the live, we're talking about a song by Tony Tranziit called Pain. I want to drop a little piece of that song there real quick, you know. You know what I mean? And then we're going to talk about darkness. Darkest days. Yeah. We're going to talk about darkest days. But we're going to play a little piece of that song for the people that were just joined the live. People, if this is your first time at overall settings.
Yeah, forget it more than a
remember we did have enough crooks over here. We have enough icon over here. You know what I mean? So in case you never know, if this is your first time, please just press the little subscribe button, because we are going to continue to have the likes of the Tony Tranziits of the world over here. You know what I mean? This is not going to be the last time Tony Tranziit are going to come over here, because we already know that he is one of the future icons of tomorrow. You know what I mean? And we already are solidified with spot in a film journey, you know what I mean, just by the reasoning and writer. So when time him name in the lights with the Grammys and him stop to the free show them and the millions are coming, we know our backstage pass don't solidify a long time, you know. You know, see it. So, you know what I mean? we there so with the G right now. And we are talking about
Yeah, man.
that singer, that bad singer, when he in pain, Tony Transit, pain. And then, you know what I mean, we are going to talk about the next song after that one. But this one is called Pain, lively catered to Mommy. Rest in peace.
Just a different vibe. Yeah. I the grace of God more while make me hold it. Pain inna me heart, can't smile, nothing no funny. Hungry live on me heart, poor life more want shunny. Work 6 days weekly and still I feel for money. Want upgrade lifestyle, I be sure astonish. Money for nothing, me nah have and for done it. Dreams to reality, go grab a couple Grammy. Just a beg Jamaica, use no go do nothing funny. Get run out of me house, doesn't time by me mommy. Still I feel sure love, but then no Jimmy a run it. Sell out every stage show, monster chance done it. Valley youth put a stop to poverty, transform it. Make it in a me genetic. Nothing funny, see the struggle me face. Follow me place, on me first split catch a case. The same place me talent showcase. The whole village witness a Tranziit great. The pain me feel, none of them don't know how we go. And the life I me live, I got alone now. Sometimes I stress to me heart and don't know where to go. Just I go and carry on my just a different vibe. Yeah. I the grace of God more while make me hold it. Pain inna me heart, can't smile, nothing no funny. Hungry live on me heart, poor life more want shunny. Work 6 days weekly.
Yo, Tony Transit never tell we say he was dancer. When I think say, I want of them bad man artists out and running now.
Yeah, tell you.
Cause that singer so, yo, that singer, your brother, that singer make you want.
Hola. Get to that.
Just a different vibe. Yeah. I the grace of God more while make me hold it. Pain inna me heart, can't smile, nothing no funny. Hungry live on me heart, poor life more want shunny. Work 6 days weekly and still I feel for money. Want upgrade lifestyle, I be sure astonish. Money for nothing, me nah have and for done it. Dreams to reality, go grab a couple Grammy. Just a beg Jamaica, use no go do nothing funny. Get run out of me house, doesn't time by me mommy. Still I feel sure love, but then no Jimmy a run it. Sell out every stage show, monster chance done it. Valley youth put a stop to poverty, transform it. Make it in a me genetic. Nothing funny, see the struggle me face. Follow me place, on me first split catch a case. The same place me talent showcase. The whole village witness a Tranziit great. The pain me feel, none of them don't know how we go. And the life I me live, I got alone now. Sometimes I stress to me heart and don't know where to go. Just I go and carry on, my dog. Just I go and carry on, monsters. Just I hold it in a the Gideon. One time I feel so weak despite how me strong. Trying to do the right so me avoid the wrong. Big family tree, but now I am a lonely man. Life stages, if not for me captivated like cages. For wages, them treat big people like babies. Careless if you make it. For the time me can't find food for the faces. One whole hard life punch out embraces. Life me now waste it. You too fresh when you smell cologne you taste it. One shoes me proud feel lace it. Me get a vision, the dream me go chase it. My grade past average left basic. Now watch faces, them a way straight. Pass average left basic, now watch faces, them a waste tricks. Can't depend me feel none of them don't.
Yeah, they wanna chop it up. They wanna chop like guillotine.
Yeah, tell you.
Ping, ping, pong, ching, ching, chong. Like a guillotine. That one your name, the silencer.
The lyrics them well.
Any man say them hear that a lie. Tony Transit, they live and direct my chips. Yeah, man, for real.
One great man.
In a real fast. What was your thought process in writing that song? Because I say it well put together. Lyrics nice, melody nice, everything nice.
You know when you talk about like me complicated to mama enough. So
yeah.
The thought process wasn't even hard, because when I actually go through something, I can remember it like yesterday. I just the same feeling, just apply it to the words, and put it to the rhythm and that.
Mm.
You
So
know, because the feeling of every experience, you know, every harsh experience, or every heartbroken experience, you can actually tap in another feeling there. So it's like me bring myself back in our journey and apply them feeling there.
it's
You know?
another
Great talk.
makeup song.
Great
Another
talk.
makeup
Great talk.
song.
Nah, man.
Great.
Nothing make up, man.
As
Nah,
me
man.
said, Darkest Days now is a song where it touched upon a very taboo subject because, like me said, a lot of times we tend to pass off abnormal behavior for people that look for attention, or we even sometimes make it
Yeah.
look bad that somebody would look
Yeah.
for attention when in reality
Them want help.
everybody deserves attention.
Yeah, them deserve it.
Everybody deserves
But
attention.
sometimes them just want some help and don't know
Yeah,
if to
yeah. I
ask for
mean,
it, you know?
and cause, all right. Me always said this, you know, Tony. When a baby born, remember say a baby
Yeah.
can't talk, you know. But God
Can't talk.
bestows something upon this baby that even if him deaf, dumb or blind, him still have the ability
You
to
can show
articulate.
some sign.
Yes, him have the ability to articulate what him want. And you as the parent,
Exactly.
just have that intuition and that mentality. They say, yeah, the baby hungry, you know, or the baby want
Because
change, you know.
every cry different.
Right,
Every
Exactly.
cry different.
right.
Yeah.
You can distinguish that from early out. But it's like
Yeah.
once we get older in life, or once the baby get older, sometimes it's either we not answer the call, we drop the catch, or we look at one another evil. Cause remember, you know, if a man is a true killer, a man just go get up and kill you. A man not go on internet. I'm not gonna tell him friend or tell everybody around him. So you not gonna kill you then. You know, 'cause if him do that, by right, he want you to stop him.
Right.
By
Yeah,
right, he want
definitely.
you to stop him.
So it's like
By right,
you know them
he
time
want
it's
you to
like
stop him.
people really
So,
find it.
go on talk.
Yeah, in them time when people really find it hard to express themselves, you know. You know, I have like I said, people go through them down times and they not talk, you know, and that even lead some young youths in a violence, that even lead some young man in a prostitution and a whole heap of things. Because them themselves never realize the life way more valuable than where they might be depressed or where they might stress about. You know, so sometimes they might just open up and just make somebody hear them broken cry, you know. I can give them some tapping or some sense of wisdom. So that song they really reflect from a deep place because I myself was going through a depressing state when I write that song there. So I just take the life that temporary experience and just apply it to that at the moment. Just the same like pain, you know?
Brother, the world we born tonight, you know.
And Fico, me have to say, I acknowledge you for that. Because your depression you put in a song. And that is like people can relate. So you are also helping people when you do that. You see me I say? So I have to respect that and say, yo,
That is it.
kudos, man.
And I motivate them at the same time. And I say, hey, and y'all not go through it.
And as a young artist, that is
talk
the
about as a young artist, man, I go take it a step further. As a dancer.
Yeah.
Because like me say, most dancer talk about dancing. So for a man come out and completely go into a complete contrast of what has been successful for him for so many years. That alone right there, so for sure you. So it's a calling him get.
Because I'm saying it's okay. You go through your
Yes.
stress, you can talk about it, don't be afraid.
And whole heap of people can
And
relate
whole
to
heap
that.
of people can relate because enough people afraid to talk about them stress and what
Big
they
up
go
Miguel
through.
settings for the life.
Everybody upon the live. Big up. Every single people upon the live. Love you. Yeah, man. So yeah, man, me have to kudos for that, man. You know, to on the transit.
Man, we
Good.
never children like
Yeah,
big
man.
up himself.
Yeah, 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 reach out to people, man. Trust me.
So
Real, for real. Man, I have to do
whether
that,
it
man. I have
be
to put in the work, man, and try to reach out to people as much as possible.
whether it be as a dancer or whether it be as a dancer or an artist, what would you say was one of the most challenging things that you have ever faced within this music industry?
Within the music industry, as me say, being able to finance a project like you'd want to. You know, you find a song and you have so much belief in the thing, so much faith in it, you know you can go places, but guess what? You're not really in the financial, really your financial status not up there like that to really push it out there. So that sometimes be the challenge because guess what, you have money but you don't always have it when you need it. You know, so that sometimes be the challenge. But yeah, we just look past that because we know so that just build. You know, so we just take that and just even at 6 a.m. and go on. Yeah.
So Fico, we talk about the songs them that he has done.
So that's
Now,
really the biggest
get
challenge.
the one when ready for drop.
You say you have a song a drop in a night. What time it a premiere?
10 p.m. The
10
premiere at
p.m.
10.
Okay. All
So
right.
so hold on there.
Ready now, few to
You
start,
got to
prepare up
find it
everything.
or we
So,
are gonna ask him to give it live.
So, I mean, that's up to you, brother. Because you know, say you love bully the artist when them come over here, Them have a Napoleon complex here, sir. You know what I mean? So it's a bad way. Him when him want it. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? So if you can give a little piece of the song, we're going to drop in our night and we'd much appreciate it. But I go the bad man way like him. Yeah.
I do that little piece before me run. I go. Walk go and dance on Tony Tranziit from St. Mary. I've been knocking the door so long surprised you didn't hear me. If I even few minutes of your time can you spare me with an extra 30 seconds? Come on, you hear me clearly. Me there you do the work for me heart, love it dearly. 50-50 split the royalties, that's how we share it. And if I just a little small show, me I go tear it. There I go and put in the work voluntarily and maintain the focus. Then at them can't feel seats and the business full of feelings like ladies. Might as well reach bill come a day. But if you ever try to stop me glue like ballistas and railings, then a race and legacy are set, hear me clearly. And one grip, yeah. Do it big, music a film thing.
The
Check him
transit
on,
of
10 o'clock live, you
move.
know I
The
go.
transit of
Yeah, man.
move. So which part of the people
Yeah,
them
man.
can find out? Which part of the people them can find it on your social media?
Yeah, man, you can find it on Tony Tranziit Original at YouTube, and that is TonyTranzit Original at YouTube. You know, song a stream on all digital platform. Yeah, man, you know. So out there, man. Out there, man.
Anybody you
Ready
want
up
big
and
up
wait.
right? Anybody you want big up right on Tony Transit?
Yeah, man, I want to big up all North Coast. I want to big up TGCMA for make all of this happen. Big up overall settings. I want to big up the whole MV, the whole Mango Valley, the whole Aochi. I want to big up DJ Urban. I want to big up Team. I want to big up me go there right now in that place with the same way. Yeah, man, I want to big up the people in Florida. Yeah, man, big up my wife, see me. All the people that support me, man. Big up Sheldon, big up Doers. You know, big up all works, man. All who I say one grip, man. Everybody that we are representing and push out the thing and a share and a support and like and a comment. You know. It's all appreciated, man. Up.
So
One grip.
on that note, Mr. Transit, what is your ultimate goal as far as music?
As far as music, the ultimate goal I really feel to take it international, you know. I really see myself as an international dancer artist. So the ultimate goal I really just take it international and we're gonna work towards it and keep it going, you know.
You say Grammy levels.
Mm-hmm.
last thing I me want to
You
know,
know.
I mean, was say
Yeah, man,
inquiring.
up there, man. 'Cause I want to create my way.
Last thing I me want to know, I mean, know say inquiring minds want to know because I remember say them interview you go up on 13 different platforms. So nobody watch it, the amount of yes, we are gonna watch the amount of people with the
Yeah, man.
panel because if I the evil one, we
Mm.
appreciate love the fact say on a day
Yeah.
over here. You
Yeah.
know what I say,
Yeah. Yeah.
but also remember people after
Yeah.
tonight, this live will be available on our platform infinitely. You know what I mean? That means to say until internet decides say it go pop down, or until when my boy name again Putin come over here and hack the internet system or if I go, you know what I mean? That interview I got there forever. You know what I mean? We also are gonna put on iTunes, Spotify, Amazon, you know what I mean, and about 9 different other platforms. You know what I mean? Like so this interview
Apple.
will be everywhere. Yeah, man.
We can.
This interview will be everywhere. Google. All you have to do is Google it. And for you say 20 transit, you're gonna see the 2 I. Remember say 2 I. Z 2 I and then the T.
Yeah.
I don't want to put 1 I and a S and go look for your brother car. Cause we no good at end up out of halfway 3 square away from one bus. But may I tell you no, ZIIT. Yeah, man.
And for you to understand Z, that means Z.
Yes, that's
Z.
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 See, come on, man, the people out there. There's Z, brother. Z, man. For Scissor. Yeah, man. So Tony Chan said, yo,
Hey,
we're
but
going
I don't think I'll
to
be
the
different.
other side. The world may know
Yeah, man.
you.
Big up, man.
The world may know you as Tony Transit. If you know. I will go on a while ago. Tony, you still there? Yeah, I'm still there, man. Are you touch something?
Yeah, man. There, man. Right.
All right, but as me I said, the world may know you as 20 Transit, but we dub the 20 Transit settings. Yeah, wanna we you know, brother. So that means to say, anywhere you go, we are going to wave
That
the
I, man.
20 Transit banner high, and we only can hope say you are going to do the same for
That I.
we and the little platform there because we respond to you, you respond
Yes,
to
man.
you.
Oh, yeah,
And
so,
this
man.
very thing said. You know what I mean?
Mr. Transit, when we
That
link
is
you
it,
all
man.
6 months from now,
Yeah.
so nobody say overall settings who?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I
Overall,
don't matter.
who?
When
Overall settings.
when you're up on them big stage and I do all the way you're doing, man. When we forward, you know,
Man.
I just hear Misha
Man.
settings or mermaid settings, you know.
Man, we
I
look
say,
good every
right,
day,
for
man.
you hear the
The
settings
settings.
name, for you hear the settings, all of a table settings. You have to just make sure, say, yeah, for the settings, a settings.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. Nobody. Who
We look
not
good
get?
every day, man. A loyalty straight, man. Loyalty straight.
Yeah, big up the dog, the amount of Sandy
Loyalty
Park.
straight, man.
Big up the dog, the amount of Sandy Park, where the overall settings, uniform, them go and work, them thing, all over. Anywhere them there in our world, them must say overall settings. And people, for all of the people that we are request the merch of the perch, we're gonna make sure set. We have some merch out there for the item because the people that might request the merch.
Yeah,
But
man.
people subscribe to Tony Transit
Mhm.
per YouTube, per Insta, per Facebook, double I with a T, Z
Yeah.
in front. On the
Yeah.
over.
Twitter.
Remember say me
one.
never say JOS boss.
Man.
Me never say none of them boss there. You know what I say
And
Transit.
one more thing,
Mm.
we appreciate love. We don't hate. Appreciate love the fact that they take the time.
Yeah, man.
See,
Salute to them in general.
and everybody upon the live appreciate the time.
Yeah, man. Blessings, man.
Yeah, man.
Blessings, man. I see him energy, man. Yeah, man.
But
I
hold on
appreciate
there.
love the facts on the reach out and make
You
the
know
thing
saying you make him
see me. I don't know.
Oh,
You know
are
saying
me? Me? Are you?
Tony Transit. You do dub plate on him something, eh?
Yeah.
If somebody they want like
Yeah, man. We do dubs.
all right, we
man.
want a live overall settings.
Just
dub.
what we talk about that. We talk about that half year, man. Just leave me now. Overall settings, man. I know settings, man.
Salute to them, G. Yo, pick up Croc City. And everybody out there, for real. And
Yeah.
not go and pick up on the damn himself.
Yeah, man. Enough
You
love,
don't
man.
know steps. Yeah, man. Manners and respects. Tony Transit. We catch you up on the other side. Yeah. Up top, my G. Yeah. Peeps.
Yeah.
What a hell of an interview, brother. Yo, man, tell us, yo, I
Reasoning,
love a
man.
job, you know. I love a job, you know. I love a job, I love a job, I gone to bed. How long we are doing now? Year and odd.
Over
Yeah,
a
man.
year,
Yeah,
over a
trust
year.
me, man. I tell us, some people not
Yeah.
even reach 2 year old yet.
And every single one
I was
just
still a do it.
still at it. And every single one come like it different.
Yeah, man, for real, man.
Different.
Yeah, man. Big up,
Everyone have its own energy.
big up everybody who made a contribution to this worthy cause of us continuously trying to change the narrative and put some positivity out there. You know what I mean? Misha settings, Sharpman settings, Mickey settings over the kind of that I talk to Freddy Krueger. Yeah, exactly. Like some grass cutting thing I'm going on now. People, if you're on the live right now, more soon in the comments. If you're on the live right now, I have a question to ask. I would probably go out on a limb and say that most of the people them who I watch the live here right now are familiar with the Jamaican culture. Why is it that the nowadays man them go a dance and don't dance with them woman? Why is it that the nowadays man them will go a dance and don't dance with them woman? Them probably will buy a little bucket of liquor and put on them woman foot and them go stand upside and them brethren all night.
Yeah, gonna make someone lock off the
People in
live
our
right
comments, people in our comments,
Yeah,
people in our comments.
make someone lock off the live though.
Why is it once again do man go through the trouble of Misha says she want $100 hairstyle, $1,000 hairstyle and pedicure and manicure and new shoes and new dress and new this and new that, and you go spin up all of them money there, carry a glad dance, put one bucket of liquor at her foot, and go stand upside of me and one fat youth over there. So when you make it, explain that to me, people. People. Why? Why is that?
Where are they going after that?
I mean, we done that on the live already, though. You know, see.
Like after that, you are going there.
Me just want to know, Mickey settings. Why is that? Why man spend money for hairstyle, dress and clothes and pay for the woman God dance, put liquor on them foot, but when them reach at the dance, them don't dance with them. Okay. Alrighty then. Me get settings in it there. You'd probably censor.
I guess we don't want to repeat that one, right? We don't want to repeat that one there. But
overall settings, the podcast that differs. I want to thank everybody who featured the live here tonight. Next week, you don't know how they are, I know.
Tell them how they are.
Howdy!
Tell them how they are.
Me no, me mercy, me no get it back yet. How I go again? Girl a fly all the way from Paris. And I tell me say she afraid of Chuck Norris. She no want a man to thump and box and kick. Mavis! Want a man who is romantic. Well, you know why? Come here, the girl them kiss harder. Pay sexy girl me and go round and a slaughter. The girl them send me out harder. And a slap me, take it off of me father. Wait then! So the father, so the son.
Papa was a girl. Same to me good.
Well, Lord, I will there next week. I will there next week.
You know, give them
Leonard, the man was saying the girl with hard. The man was saying the girl with hard. The man will say, me don't have no money. me not use my minutes to call no guy.
if them don't know who is who, them nah know again.
Yeah, man, for real. Well, Francine Kelly say, stand up and I screw up them face and I drink liquor. Overall settings, Miguel settings, same need answers. People, if you're up on the live right now, I know you hear the question. Why is it that a lot of people from, come know the Trinity, them when them go there, you know, when them go dance, you know, them a wind up on that in girl, boy. Come here, girl. Come here, I can wind up on you. I can wind up on you, ass girl.
And then I have something for you when I reach home.
And then it's like, you know, as a little man where come from like me and Sharpman, Arsman, Scaddy, and you know, the water pumpy and you know, wine up on the girl and bubble and wine. Go move to a girl now and say we like her. And you know I come from and I post so I want to chat to my girl. But we never know say your girl, brother, you know, but that's how I stand up with beer, man. So you gonna blame we. Talk truth no means your settings. You can't blame we. You turn up 50 yards out the door. I look at the boy like, well, like him hot, you know, cause him about him Brissini and him Bikini and Briskini and them thing there. You them not look for your woman. And then you vex with me because me move to your girl and ask her if she want a drink.
True, man.
And if you don't mind, chap, she has see the rake too, you know, she pick up the rake and she say, you know, man, there, but see me number, yeah. Man, there, so well, it don't, on DJ, no, man, I want to drink, me get the drink.
See number, yeah.
Number, yeah.
Hey, I hope you can remember my number.
Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly.
You know, put on your phone.
Exactly.
Tell it, man, put on your phone.
Real talk, brother. Something serious, man. I'm telling you right now. Where is DJ Butterfingers when you need him?
Man.
Hello, is it me you're looking for? Yo, to all of the people them in the Ukraine, not just the Ukraine alone, because when I next thing I'm gonna talk about again. I not like the fuckery are going in the Ukraine, I'm not gonna lie.
Mm-hmm.
But there are so many African countries where under attack. I'm not see nobody lift a finger to help them. So anybody we're under oppression. Anybody we're under oppression. If we're not gonna stand in solidarity for Ukraine, and if we stand in solidarity for Somalia, and if we stand in solidarity for Ethiopia, and if we stand in solidarity for Haiti to blood clot, and if we stand in solidarity for Jamaica or Philadelphia, right? That's how we the whole heap of killing are going.
But.
Nobody come tell me about just Ukraine alone. Yes, it's a very sad situation. But how much people in a Rwanda, over 1 million people dead, brother. Let me tell you, General.
No, man,
over
true,
1 million people dead, I'm going to see nobody lift a finger to help them.
You never hear it on the news.
I'm going to say, Ukraine no want the help or need the help or even deserve the help. But not just because them complexion different from a man where I go through the same thing or worse. You go get up and go help them. And help everybody who need help. You can't help one if you not go help.
Look here now, at least the more the president come out and fight, not like the rest of the idiot president.
Exactly. President the front line every day. The man say, nah, left the capital. So that means to say, if I dead, him I got dead for when believe in her. No matter upon front line, him there with them, brother.
Mm-hmm.
Like for rescue presidents.
The overs. The man in a bunker talk off his mouth and like the little pitney we used to the on porch and as a make off him run down in our house. No, sir. We not do that something there. Yeah, man. So, you already know overall settings, the podcast that differs. Misa settings, Miguel settings, Mickey settings, Sharpman settings, Counselor settings, Merm settings, the world settings. You know, man, I say adjust the settings. Because we come up for settings. All right, then. So, people, we're catching up on the other side. Remember, next week, Merciless, we still look for Gully Bop. I'm kind of missing, but You know,
Him go forward.
him confirm, but we just need to get him video and read. So anybody out there we are dealing with Gully Bop thing, you know, we have an action pack weekend set for next week. The 13th of March, John Kitchen, I carry some whole nice looking female over here. We are gonna have an all female weekend. All female weekend. That was one of my dreams. For say we could have. We tried to do it many times and it never happened. We did have something remotely close to it when we did have Nessa B and the Angel on the said weekend. You know, so that kind of did set the tone. But we are gonna have 4
mad weekend that, you know.
We are gonna have 4 females in a one night. We're gonna try to see if we can get Merm settings and Misha settings on the live.
Yes.
To help with, you know, accommodate the young lady them we are come over here because you know them are gonna want to talk about certain little things like the type of makeup with them wear and you know and you know that kind of got out of our league. You know, I mean, Mickey settings probably can talk to them about the pantyhose and you can have one pan him head right now. Him have a stacking foot pan him head will look like him take away him granny stacking foot and put it on him head. But yeah, but yeah. Yeah, man.
Yeah, me
Well, you know, so me could have, you know, so all Nessa B, we could have seen a link for the live there, you know. We could have seen a link for the live that know that me I think about it. Yeah, man, for real, man. Yeah, them don't know the ships, man. So remember, we catch you next week. Merciless will be here. You know what I mean? Rest in peace to Crazy Cash, aka Kevin, a good friend. You know what I say? He was one of the first youth where kind of set it for the platform when he brought Earl Dunkley over here. He conducted his interview in Earl Dunkley's backyard. And it was so ironic, you know, that particular night, Blackie Putus did come in there hype up. Yo, guess how we are going to get on the platform next week? We're going to have Errol Dunkley and Ray Tay and this and them never confirm or nothing, you know. But them time they want to claim, say, me have Blackie Putus like him at the highest of the height. I'm a general still.
Big up Blackie Putus, man.
Big up Blackie Putus. You know what I say? But when Blackie Putus forward for the live and Kevin said, boy, I couldn't get no internet which part me today, you know, so now for just do it, run I sing a yard and we say, I will sing at that. And the man say, Errol Dunkley. The man say, I lie. And I say, yo, you know, say we don't want him for the show. And the man just come out and say, over our settings in a dancer style. Yes. So they them don't know, you know, big up Crazy Cash, my friend for over 20 years. You know what I mean? It's a youth full of joke, don't make it. The brother they got Jamaica dog, like brother. It's a youth where we not always say eye to eye, but for over the past 20 years, we remain heart to heart and you know, it kind of hurt my spirit for no same drop out, you know what I mean? But, you know, I guess it's just a part of life. But, you know, rest in peace to Crazy Cash. You know what I mean? Real youth. Real youth. Who make it possible for one of the icon them to come over here. And if you notice, right after that, a beer icon we start bring over here. You know what I say? So that is definitely, you know, how we want to continue. Him set it for the platform, you know what I mean, in a little way, because like me say, him bring over one of the icons them. So reaching out to Crazy Cash from the overall settings crew, and I go and pick up on yourself. Catching up on the other side.
The whole world talking about overall settings. You're flying high now, sound boy. With a jump and sound. Overall a killer sound. Overall a murder a sound boy. Overall a killer jump and it won't be long.
Overall settings.